Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I'm Argent Leo, and today we play a game called Spray Paint Simulator. Will this inspire you to spray paint your own stuff and just be an all-round do-it-yourselfer? Well, let's find out together. So it is a bit cold. I'm going to put my hoodie on, and let's freeze spray and then we'll go to the you know what, let's do a new career. Oh, okay, you can't start a new one. All right, let's freeze spray and then we'll spray the car. Alright, in freeze spray you can just go crazy, paint the houses, paint fences, paint roadwork. Oh, okay. No, we don't want that because we want to actually want to like progress and see what we're doing. Okay, let's just freeze spray. So I'll move my big head out the way and put my little head up there, and let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is we need to visit the store. So basically with freeze spray, they've already masked everything. We want everything masked. Okay, let's do one and then we'll continue with the career mode. Continue. Alright, so car's masked up and everything that needs to be taken off has been removed. So let's start spraying. So we'll put down what we need. And I think we can start with we'll continue with the career, completed jobs. Okay, we'll do this one. I think that just makes more sense. I got this old car as a trade-in, and somebody's unfinished project. Get it sorted out and I'll give you some more cash to get your business going. Okay, cool. So we've got like a sponsor to start. So okay, this is the new car. I think this is better. We do it like this. And okay, so we need to visit the store because we're gonna need equipment. Alright, so we've already bought this, but when you start a new game you're gonna have to buy this. Let's buy a step ladder. So we're gonna need paper, so we'll buy a whole lot of paper. And down there. Oh, I think I cancelled the step ladder. Okay. Okay, I own it. And we're gonna need some of that. Okay, I think we can get started. And we're gonna pick up the paper. Put that down. Alright. You know, I've sprayed stuff before, but I've never like done this. I'd always like, they're actually dumb, but it's actually alright. You need this. A lot of paper. And okay, so we mask up the tires. And mask up the tires. And we need to remove items, so this needs to be taken out. Masked. Oh, it gets masked. Okay, it gets masked. It gets masked. That gets removed. Need to mask anything again. You need to mask the indicator. What? Lights. Grow. Move. Basically like the small stuff you'd want to remove when you're spraying a car. But certain things like you don't really need to remove, but it's a good idea if you've got the time to remove as much as possible that can possibly be sprayed. Because the thing is, like, you're never gonna remove those things, and if you remove it, then you're gonna see the underlying spray where the spray didn't actually get to. Okay, so that's completed. So now we need paint. Okay, we're visiting the store. Doesn't tell you like exactly what you need. Alright, so visit the store. Gonna need that. Store. Gonna need a spare battery. It's gonna give us a copyright we don't want. Okay, attachments we've got. Am I out of paint and paper? No. Didn't miss anything. So where this game does actually fail is it doesn't really guide you, prompt you like absolutely how you'd like to. I suppose they try and do a pretty good job, but now we need paint. But I suppose you need to play it like a couple of times. What color? Can we spray it like any color we want? I don't think so. Let's spray it red. Okay, I suppose because we've already done it, so we'd spray like nice. Actually, we got to spray it like. Let's spray it. And what I've learned about this game is it's better to spray, like there it tells you, quarter panel. So exactly how far. Okay. Yes, it doesn't matter. That's done. Your panel's done. I don't know where I missed the quarter panel. It does give you like the idea of what it does take to actually spray like a vehicle. Like it is a lot of work, but I did my own vehicle like once upon a time, and it was kind of fun because I was driving it while I was doing it, while I was spraying it. Like I scraped it down like the one weekend, and then I didn't get finished because I mean, you know, I needed to go to work as well. So, and then I drive the car like that, you know, scraped down, because I did have undercover parking, so I'd drive it like that. It wouldn't get like, you know, damaged in the elements because it didn't have any paint. And so I take off the necessary stuff that needed to, and then I'd put the legal stuff back on, and then I drive the car. And well, I did get stopped like a couple of times. Check the safety of the vehicle. And it was just scraped down. And in Primate here and there, you can't like completely Primate, because then it would have like licensing issue, because the color would be wrong, I suppose. So I didn't want to risk that, so I like scraped it down, polyfold it where I needed to, and then I did actually scrape down the top layer so that I could actually paint over it, and then I drove it like that while I was busy with it. Took me about 3 weekends, and the car was sprayed, completely sprayed. I wouldn't say it came out perfectly, but it came out rather good for my first attempt at spraying a vehicle. So this game does bring back a lot of memories, and I did mine differently. And if I could do it over again, I wouldn't make so much work for myself like I did when I sprayed my vehicle. There's lots of things you don't need to take off, which I did, and made the whole spray process longer, because I could have actually done it like in one day. I could have scraped it down and sprayed the car, basically. Okay, but then I did have a few dents that I needed to attend to. Okay, maybe not. But it would have taken me a lot quicker. So like if I did this again, which I probably will do in the future, I will not take off as much stuff as I did unnecessary. Yeah, this is where the game kind of gets you. Okay. Into that later. Wow. Actually using like a lot of paint. Much more than is that a handprint? Handprint. Okay, it's saying the bonnet is done. Done. When it does this, then I find that if you just change the angles like a couple of times, then okay, it was also considering like the top part of it and the bottom part as well. Okay, I get it. Well, guys, you gotta play the game like the way the people that created it want you to. But yeah, I think it gives you like a pretty good idea, a basic idea of what you need to do when you're painting a vehicle. Of course, you need to do like the wait times and stuff. You know, that sort of research you got to do on your own, but it's kind of common sense. It's like basically written on the paint. It's written basically on the paint can. It's written on the mixing stuff, and but it's pretty. It's better to actually like do it, I think. But a cool experience. I mean, I did this completely on my own from start to finish for the first time and once only. And yeah, like I was saying, it didn't come out perfectly, but good enough for me. And it didn't look like I painted it with a brush. I did know somebody that did actually paint their car with a paintbrush. And wow. Well, the shadows are looking terrible on it. Maybe I shouldn't have painted it red. But okay, guys. That is... Oh, that guy. Am I done? Okay. Oh, the door handles. Front side marker light mask. Can't even notice that that thing was on there. Okay, guys, so this is this is how you spray a car in Spray Paint Simulator. I think it looks nice. Okay, guys, let's do another one. Spray. Okay, now we'll continue with the career because I completed that in progress. Let's do the bus. So the bus I'm busy with. The kitchen, the reason why I don't want to do the kitchen is because the kitchen has got a lot of nooks and crannies, and I've already masked up the bus and that took forever. So let's continue so you guys can get the complete like finished look rather than us having to do all the masking again. So let's visit the store. We're gonna need a couple of items. We're gonna need that. The wood sheet, it's actually nice to have the wood sheet, but you can't put anything on the wood sheet. I suppose at some point you need to stand on a wood sheet. You could. We're gonna need a tall sapling. But with the roof. Okay, let's move that because we need to spray this project like with different colors. So visit store. Actually not, we don't need that. Damn. Suppose at some point we'll need that. Mask. Okay, mask, repair, remove, and mask. It's done. Okay, I don't see anything here that says we should. Okay, this tour bus I have been to a lot of places, and bus and I have been to a lot of places together. I just can't remember any of them. I bought it off Rob years ago. That guy brings a whole new meaning to the words rock and roll. I've been meaning to have it repainted ever since, Ron. Okay, so these are all the work items that I'll need. A lot. Okay, so I've gone through the work items. Do I need tape and paper? Okay, you know what, let's just buy tape and paper. Okay, I needed this one. I think it's more must. I really don't want to put the radio down. Okay. Everything is done. Okay, you know what? Let me just visit store. Voila. Okay. It's got a light on his suit. Tony, good job, kid. I respect the talent. When I see it, it's tough to make it in this town. Bad. You know? Joyful. Well, at least the car went well. Need more there. And I really don't see. think something's jammed on this game. I have to do some editing here. I don't see where we need to. Anything that needs to be masked. Okay. Maybe I need to put it in a specific place. Really not. But well, I tried to play a game for at least an hour, so I thought I will get, you know, that we may find some trouble with the I really don't want to put the radio on. Maybe we should try putting everything closer to. Okay, there we go. Okay. Jumpy jalapeno. Okay, we need to get paint. Okay, that was weird. I just write down the time that we got all of that so that I can fix it later. So this is where we paint Jumpy Jalapeno. Alright guys, let's continue. So we'll have to edit out that section. I don't actually like to edit, but I will make the videos much easier to watch if we get like something like that. Otherwise, you guys can just like, you know, just skip ahead. But okay, now I know that everything has to be placed on top of the paper so that the game doesn't get all finicky. What I found with this game is that you gotta like, you know, where possible, work one panel at a time, get done faster. Especially in the kitchen. The kitchen, wow. Kitchen one, it's that one. There's lots of panels there. I think we're doing a good job. Jumpy jalapeno. Oh, I'm still busy with that panel actually. Forgot to So when you're spraying like a vehicle, usually would go like this, you know, even movement. Well, you shouldn't expect like the first time you spray something for it to be perfect. Because then you should do it like professionally. But yeah, not impossible. Anything a person does, another person can do as well. Maybe not as perfect as that person that is very good at it would do it, but it's not impossible. This seems like it's gonna fit. Oh, okay. I barely touched the grill, but I think the grill also takes into consideration that. Oh, I think maybe angles going to be required, yeah. He's crouching right now. Ideally, I suppose you don't want to spray like up against something. I'm just not getting it. Getting what I need to get. Nine. Let's work around the edge. Seems like there is what I'm not getting. Come on. Okay, I'm stumped. This is also about it. The dust just does want to get sprayed. Come on. That's good. Could be part of something else. Full of jalapeno. Maybe just need like 100 coats of paint. And it could be very well be 1,000 coats of paint. Dead paint. Okay, so that is jalapeno. I don't know what's going on with the front, but we'll take care of that last. I think it's gonna be a problem. Because we gotta mask it. Can you jump? Okay, that's how we're doing that. This is I guess ideally this isn't how you'd want a person painting your vehicle. And to be honest with you, it's not really easier. Do it then. So the kitchen, when I was doing that, well, that had some like nooks and crannies that were like difficult to get painted, like this one here, as you can see underneath there. Definitely be a problem. Okay, so that's actually a battery charger. This is very maybe that's what I need to do in the front. It needs special attention. It be on 95%. Maybe you would. Oh, it is in there. You got to be kidding me. Okay. This is awkward, like, and I suppose if you're really doing it, like certain things, like when you're painting a bus, be awkward. Like you obviously wouldn't be able to like stand on the spot that you're painting. Or maybe. I think the coating is not really accurate, but you do want whatever you're painting to be properly covered. %95 again. It's the underfoot. Okay, good to know now. Now what? Oh wait. Angled wrong. Okay, let's see. I suppose if you put fine enough layers and your clothes are like, won't scratch the surface, I suppose you could stand on top of it and paint. Depending on how you mix the stuff. Well, definitely not your final coat, but I suppose the first couple of layers could be actually done this way. Because you can't spray like really finely. But obviously, by trial and error, because if something doesn't work, then, you should look at doing it in a different way. So if you stood on your painting and it like made marks, then you shouldn't stand on your painting. Gosh, got so short. Oh, nice. I was actually trying out something there to see if that would work. I'm glad it did, because then now we can just put a couple of coats there. The trick is don't look at it. What you see can't hurt you. What you can't see can't hurt you. Jalapeno green. Oh dear. And we're not looking. Not looking, we can jump. I'm just wondering, like, why? Why is it the way it is? Test it out. Don't think this is gonna work, but it's not gonna make it to paint the entire panel. I wonder if it'll be easier like the mouse and keyboard. It probably would. Yeah, it could actually make you dizzy, like move the camera around in circles. Concentrating too much. I'd find your lunch ones to expel. I hate getting sick. Don't enjoy it. That's the way it is. Jumpy jalapeno. It ain't a secret anymore. So this is the aim feature. Go. Wouldn't say it's the easiest thing to master, but because the sensitivity changes like on every level that you're standing on. Right. Nice. Get a little bit more paint. This whoever owns this truck, this bus actually got a nice place to park it. Nice. Okay, that was odd, like how that panel works. Definitely, definitely. Maybe a taller avatar. Like I gotta get in there. Lower panel. Okay, gently the lower panel, lower panel. Come on. Alright, so stage complete. Mask. I suppose you obviously need to wait until it's dry. Okay, mask it. Everything that is supposed to have been jalapenoed. Oof. Really interesting, like how you need to mask this. Like in sections. Remask where we've like oversprayed a lot. So that was quite a overs. I'm not sure if it's masking or unmasking, but it's like it's masking. Actually unmasking. Right, so now I paint again. Guys, I'll be back in 1 minute. Alright. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Oh. What color are we supposed to do? Rear windshield panel. Are we painting it this color? Okay, let's see. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy concerns me. But okay, it will change the paint color if it needs to. See what happens when we complete the panel. I think it's the wrong color. Okay, let's see if we go to the store, buying paint. Require color, oopsie daisy. Okay, oopsie daisy. I was thinking that I'm like, well, I was doing something wrong because I was painting it the wrong color, but I mean, like, you know, that's the interpretation. These. I might as well just have used the broad spray. Oh dear. Wrong button. Around. So I'll see how many, like, how interested people are in this, and then depending, I will edit it. Otherwise, we'll have a completed bus. Oh dear. Oopsie daisy. I must say that, like, when you're aiming, depending on your angle, much easier to paint. Because I have gone back to, like, how I used to do before, playing like multiple of games at once. See, and we'll continue it. I do prefer it. I was just giving my hard drive a little bit of breathing room. But I also got bored of playing like same games for so long. We'll see. Like, I did take this year to be like an exploratory year to see how the gaming channel would actually develop. And we got it monetized, so I'm happy there. So now we just got to determine what games would be the best to play on it, which does take time. Nari. Rome was not made in one day. So this game does give you like a feel of how much work it is to actually do this in real, do this for real. And is the and yeah, I guess like spraying and thing this large is a bit of a chore. And maybe like parents would like to encourage their children to maybe look at this, play this game before actually attempting to do something like this. To see if they will have the drive to actually finish it. But to be honest with you, if you're a creative person, then It's not the work that is the motivation, it's the actual outcome. So a creative person would not think of how much work it is to do something, but actually the finishing goal. I think that's what's important. Because everything takes work. And I suppose the more work you put into something, better it becomes, the better it will be at the end. Just finished. Oopsie days. Okay, rear door upper panel. Rear door. Okay. You completed. Okay, so I need to mask. Mask 3 of 34. And unmask it. Really will be interesting to see what this looks like when I'm done. Okay, so I guess now I take these off. I suppose the bumpers as well. Bumpers as well. Not. Rear fender. Oh, right. Gonna use a lot of that. there is more paper on the other side. Yes. That's what I don't get, because you would put stuff on the board. But in this case, the stuff that you use, you will actually put on the paper. Just do that, so. Need. Midnight thief. Mischief. Okay. Like a dark. Yeah, this portion is turning out to be issueified. Oh dear. I wouldn't say this doesn't like play out like a chore, but I think it's a good start if you want to paint something. We do middle panel. I wonder if we're gonna put stickers on it. Ready? Red Redemption. Danger. Hoping to get this panel. This is part of this panel. Very odd, but I think that's just a shadow. Yes, this is the cool thing about like spraying, but depending on your nozzle type, can go like in any directions. And ideally, this is the way you want one can try and get it as even as possible. And try and limit the amount of passes you're required to make. But I suppose when you're spraying and you got like this broad thing to spray, can be a little bit challenging. Because ideally you'd like the paint to stay the same like consistency. Finish a section so that it dries evenly. But yeah, I suppose when you're spraying something this large, like got to deal with like bugs and stuff. bug check before you do the final code, because there could be a bug like anywhere on it. I think that's the most annoying thing about when you're spraying something and you don't have like a completely closed environment. Yeah, when I sprayed my vehicle, I did it in the garage, so there were less bugs, but it's not like completely closed. I wonder if we can put stickers on it. Be interesting if we do. But I haven't seen an option for stickers. Oh. Right there. Nice. Oh, it's complete. Relate to the wheels. Really looking forward to seeing what this looks like. Alright. Optimus Prime. I wonder if Optimus ever was like a bus in any of the episodes. Probably was. Oh, this is a door. I didn't notice. Like, and okay, that's what they meant, rear door panel. So, suppose this is a door as well. I guess for a school bus, it could have like doors on both sides. The tour bus. But generally, on like buses that you gotta pay, there's only like one door. So that can be controlled, like a license. What? The license plate there. Is that a railway line? No prompting for this. Before I forget. Oh, I did. Monday. Okay, so there's another beating down there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's the bus job complete. So yeah, we had a bit of a snag. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the bus job complete. We had a bit of a snag when it came to like this, the beginning of it. But at the end of the day, I think we're do it quite nicely. I get some drop frames whenever I open this window. Close in. And let's complete the job. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play today. And if you are, please do consider subscribing. We do play